5 seconds. Dear viewers, I would take this opportunity to congratulate my government on its successful completion of 1 year. We have tried to tone up the administration and gear up the machinery for redressal of public grievances. The Janata Darshana programs organized in the districts took the government virtually to the doorstep of the people and evoked a very good response. I am glad to mention that the grievances and other representations of the people are being closely monitored by the Public Grievance Organization, which has now been brought under the direct control of the Chief Minister. In spirit of consultation, conciliation, dialogue, and discussion has been the hallmark of the government's approach to the resolution of their problems. You are aware that by adopting this approach, a permanent solution was found to a very sensitive problem concerning the disputed Idgah Maiden at Hubli, which used to give rise to periodic outbreaks of violence. The same spirit of conciliation and consensus tempered with firmness has helped to diffuse tensions in respect of other explosive situations which arise from time to time. The government intends to provide a sharper focus to the developments of rain-fed agriculture on a watershed basis. With this in view, we shall be launching a special watershed development program based on Israeli technology in one district of each revenue division of the state. This will be in addition to the new watershed development program funded by the Swiss government, which has already been taken up in 5 other districts. It shall also be our endeavor to set up a national level institute for watershed management in the state. The government has formulated a new and innovative agricultural policy to ensure comprehensive and integrated development of the agriculture sector and being prosperity to the farming community. This is being implemented with utmost earnestness and cabinet subcommittee has been entrusted with the responsibility of overseeing and ensuring its timely and effective implementation, and we are proposing to set up two high-tech agricultural parks in the state to encourage adoption of modern technology in agriculture to cover farmers growing horticultural crops as well, so as to recognize the contribution made by the outstanding horticulturists of Karnataka. The government's stand that such disputes should be sorted out through the issue of guidelines on the sharing of interstate river water was also indicated when the Prime Minister, in response to a strong plea made by our government, convened the long overdue meeting of the National Water Resources Council earlier this month to discuss the draft guidelines prepared by the Central Water Authority on this issue. Although a complete consensus on the point in dispute could not be achieved at this meeting, it is significant to note that for the first time the government was able to place a detailed set of recommendations before that August body on the principles which should govern the balanced and equitable apportionment of river water between riparian states, which were prepared on the basis of the unanimous resolution passed at a meeting of legislatures representing all political parties and technical experts. A major step forward in promoting the rapid growth in infrastructure as well as high-tech economic activities such as floriculture has already been taken by amending the Land Reforms Act to facilitate private purchases of agricultural land within certain ceiling limits, subject to the prior approval of government. The rules being worked out to regulate such private purchase of agricultural land, which will provide adequate safeguards to protect the interest of farmers and prevent possible misuse by others. The government has noted with concern the continuing problem of cost and time overruns in the implementation of the urban water supply schemes outside Bangalore. An in-depth look is being taken at the project financing pattern of these water supply schemes with a view to bringing the same at par with the financial package evolved for the water supply schemes for Bangalore city. The formation of a new industrial policy for the state is on the anvil. The thrust will be on providing sound infrastructural facilities, employment generation, creating facilities for research and development, and giving special incentives to women entrepreneurs and technocrats as well as village and teeny sector industries. The government is equally keen to take due care of the interest of labor while going ahead with the promotion of industries in the state. A comprehensive scheme for rehabilitation of sick small scale industrial units is being worked out with a package of reliefs and concessions that would help to meet a long felt need in this important sector of industrial activity. In my address, I have touched upon some important areas of concern as well as the main policies and programs that my government will be implementing in the course of the year. As all-round economic development with a social justice is my government's motto. A large number of other plans and schemes to further these objectives are on our agenda and will be announced in due course. Thank you. Dear friend, the principle of truth was especially dear to the principal. As a surprise, the doctor himself delivered it to them, who were the people called to tell us their beliefs. Could I be informed who were inspected for the insurance? All the things which were sent have to be inspected. The Lord Himself is as different as any of them. It was the hour in which we had to go. Would you put this for me as I wish? As we shall do this ourselves, you should come. You will not object to information published at first hand. It should be remembered that all of us are expected to be there in November. Special deliveries are impossible. We owe nothing as the interest and our financial balance is satisfactory and should be quite sufficient during the next year. The messenger had the preliminary manuscript with him. I shall be glad to know whether you are able to give me a valuation for insurance of several gold objects given to me over the years by several influential gentlemen. His arbitration was subjective and not very intelligible. Do call on us whenever you have an opportunity. Can you come to the insurance exchange building on behalf of the owner of the school? We have inspected your special publications and have tried them during the year, but they are unsatisfactory for our school. It is quite satisfactory to us to come together. Do not neglect to speak to the principal when he comes to the school next November. You should be able to improve if you will practice regularly and with care. It is our advantage to improve our building. It is a great opportunity for us to do something for the school. The writer is a regular member of the advertising school at university. It gives me great pleasure to acknowledge your telegram. It has never been our regular practice to deliver when the balance owing is as much as this. We think the balance owing is much too large. We shall expect to have all the particulars from you rather than from your representative. Thanking you, yours sincerely.